don't look like I have a microphone again. Oh, come on. Oh, this is going to drive me crazy. I don't know why I don't have a microphone. I don't have a microphone. I don't have a chat. I got nothing. I got a great looking picture. I got nothing. I do I have a microphone? I can't hear in my ear. Evidently, I don't have a microphone. Is this? I don't understand what's going on. No, 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 no. There's, I have a microphone. It's not relaying in my headset. Well, I can see the comments. They're real tiny. That's part of the problem. But I'm, I don't know why I don't have goddamn sound in the mic here or in the headphones. I don't understand what's going on. Now watch me really screw everything up. All right. How is the mic? Is it too loud? Is the mic sound all right? Because it's real faint in my headset. And then I just love it. The chat is about a 16th of an inch. Which is a real bitch for me to read. I can see the comments. All right. Mike is good. Okay. I'll tell. It's been a bitch. I ended up shit canning Prism. I don't know what the hell went with that cam. I go to do the replay this morning, and the picture is like an inch wide. I was like, so I went back in on Prism. I'm having a problem here. Watch me screw everything up. That should be, I don't know if that's microphone or headset. I can't remember what colored dots or what. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All of a sudden, my headphones kicked on. So I spent at least 3 hours. Oh, yeah, the aspect ratio was off. The problem is the aspect ratio that I needed, Prism no longer, this is how they screw you over. On the free version, I could not. And here's the problem with switching cameras. Originally, the aspect ratio was fine. I go to the new camera and I discover on the free version of Prism, it doesn't offer that aspect ratio. I'm not buying anything. So I called them and I said, all I did was install the new camera. I can't remember what the numbers were. And the girl went, well, you had the free version, right? I said, yeah. Well, there was an update. I said, oh, really? She goes, evidently you didn't download the update. And I said, no, I haven't even got a notification for an update. And she says, well, you have a newer camera, correct? I said, yeah, I got an AI camera. What that is in the plus. I said, okay, how much is the plus? $9.99 a month. Ah! I says, I will be uninstalling your software. They want $10 a month. Bullshit. Let's see if I can get it. See if I can get the tablet to work now. Let's do a start. Broadcasting live from beautiful downtown Cleveland, it's station WDWL TV, starring. Look right up, look right here. I get to put my name on the screen, Grumpy. And we are brought to you by Grumpy Vulture Productions. No bow. Thank you very much. So, let's get one other thing out of the way here.
But out of that, a new holiday was born. A Festivus for the rest of us.
Oh, well, that's some nice music. The hell? Kind of screwed me up because right after the Festivus, it's the lighting of the Festivus pole. So I uninstalled Prism and I went online doing the search for free streaming software. I started with Restream. I couldn't get the camera to operate, let alone. So I went with Streamlab. That is so fucking confusing. I don't think Einstein could figure that software out. So then I downloaded, and you can't experiment, you have to download. So I downloaded StreamYard. Well, the free version sucks. And it's confusing as hell. And this microphone is going to drive me frickin' insane. It keeps going in and out and in and out and in and out in my ear. Hopefully, it's not going in and out and in and out in your ears. So then I attempted OBS. Oh, the BS on the end of that is perfect. Yeah. So I did a search again for streaming software. And I see this 10 best streaming softwares for YouTube, Faceplant. So I'm going down the list and I see this OneStream. And they have a free version. So I downloaded it and I played with it a couple of times during the day. And it's really easy. Now, I did have a little problem getting started on time, but it's very easy and it accepted the camera. And look at the screen. Look at, you talk about, God, you could just about see the goddamn goofy gray hair I got growing out of my eyebrow here. The colors still are not perfect, but so far, like I say, I played with it a couple of times during the day. Right now, I'm happy. I'm just happy I got on the air. But forgive me, I have to pause to read the micro print in the chat. I'm going to have to figure out if I can make it bigger. Yeah, Kathy, well, you aren't going to believe this. Hey, TV's here. If I don't answer too much of the chat, it's micro print. I mean, it's like a 16th of an inch. I'm going to have to see if I can make it bigger. That was the nice thing about Prism. I was able to make the chat bigger. So I'm going to, it's going to be a learning curve. But so far, this OneStream is pretty easy. Like I say, I played with it 2 different times today. And then I'm going for broke right now. I was like, well, let's see if we can get on the air. I as a matter of fact, I can stream on 2 platforms. I was having a problem getting Faceplant up and running. Luckily, I got YouTube with no problem. So tomorrow, I'm hoping I can go back to the way it was before Prism made the screw up. You know, they screw you over, they suck you in, and then, you know, they want you to buy. I don't buy. I take for free. Well, when they went to the Prism Plus, they took away the dual platforms in the standard. Because if everybody remembers, I used to be able to stream on YouTube and Faceplant at the same time. Then when they went to their Prism Plus, you were only allowed to stream on one platform. OneStream allows me 2 platforms for free, but I couldn't get on Faceplant. So this will be the new look. The new look for the new year. I have a little adjusting to do, but I'm leaving well enough alone right now. Well, that's not too bad. Now I'm really going to screw it up. Watch. Oh, well, we got our blue. The green is kind of, I don't know why the green. We lost the green because it's behind the grumpy. But now we got the blue, the red. You can kind of make out the green and the red in the loop around the on air. And you can kind of make the colors out better in the Festivus poll. Oh, Kathy, you want to hear a good one? You're going to love this. I am using the AI camera. The one that I have not been able to find for 6 months. I found it. And I found the other camera. They were in the file cabinet with my bank information and my auto titles. Why the hell I put the cameras in with my auto titles, I haven't the slightest damn idea. I had to get some information off the title for the shitbox. I opened the drawer and I'm like, what are you doing in here? Found them. Although, if you remember, now I only experimented with this camera like 2 days. It did not look like this on Prism. This is so crystal clear. It's unbelievable. It did not look like this on Prism. So there is one drawback to OneStream. On the free version, you're only allowed an hour of airtime. Now, I don't know if it will cut me off when I hit an hour or if I get a warning that the stream is to be ended, but you only get an hour on the free version. I don't know what the pay version costs because I don't pay. I was shocked when I turned the camera on after I downloaded the software. I was like, holy shit. Look at the clarity in this camera. And I have not made any adjustments. This is running on the default. Now, there's all kinds of, this camera, it comes with a remote. I can do all kinds of things with this remote. I'm not touching it. I can TV. This is the I have, I've been playing with this. I can do the same thing. I can bring on up to 4 guests. But see, I need, I'm going to admit it, I need softwares for dummies. StreamYard and OBS, they're too confusing for me to operate. I need something that I'd say a 5-year-old kid, but a goddamn 5-year-old kid could be, running StreamYard and OBS and run circles around me. I I attempted OBS today. I couldn't figure it out. I was having a hell of a time. Like, I make the joke, but I'm serious. When YouTube said I needed streaming software, I literally went on Gargle and typed in streaming software for dummies. And the first thing that came up was Prism. And until Prism went to their Prism Plus, where you have to pay if you want options, I said, screw that. I don't pay. And I'd never even heard of this OneStream. TV, you know what? I I need somebody to sit down next to me and literally show me. And then I would make notes. I need something like this where you 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 open the program and bingo, you're on the air. I mean, it wasn't that easy. There were some things I had to figure out, and there's stuff I still have to figure out. Well, TV, you might be a cheap Dutchman. I'm a cheap Hungarian. I think I have a bit of Jewish in me, but I need something really easy. And I kind of messed with OBS today, and it was a little too confusing. Now, if I wish there was somebody that could sit down and go, all right, do this, do this, do this, do this. I mean, I never heard, nobody has ever mentioned OneStream. I didn't know this existed. As a matter of fact, it was, oh God, what was I'm trying to think of because when I gargled, streaming software, there was a whole bunch of shit. And I want to say it was computing for today or something. And it said the 10 best streaming softwares for 2025. And of course, Restream was the first one, and Streamlab, StreamYard, a bunch of them I never heard of, including this OneStream. So I played with OBS. It was too confusing. I knew I needed to have something to get on the air tonight, and for the hell of it, I clicked on this OneStream, And it's another one of them software for dummies. It's right under Grumpy. It's right under Grumpy. There's my email. I don't know. That's another thing. I didn't know it was my email was going to be. I guess I wasn't paying attention when I typed the Grumpy in, and then it said email. Because I'm so used to putting my goddamn email in everything, and next thing you know, it's on the screen. I usually don't publish, you know, very few people know my email. Now you have it. And anybody else that's listening. But I'm impressed with it. I really I not to mention the clarity in the screen. But when I experimented with this camera on Prism, it did not have this kind of clarity. And it's an AI camera. I need all the help I can get, you know. So now I have, you know, an artificial intelligence camera, which it's obvious the default is really intelligent because it's got the aspect ratio perfect and the clarity and the color. I'm like, there is a color adjustment. I might go in and play with it tomorrow. Right now, I am happy with what I've got. Oh, TV2 left. Okay, well, if you're still here, see you. Bye. Thanks for being here. I hate this goddamn chat. God damn it. Seriously, it's like a 16th of an inch. It's not for a senior. Uh, hang on. I guess I'm supposed to be writing. Note paper. Pencil. TV2 Media. TV2 Media. MEDIA. At I take it that's a .com, outlook.com. Okay. Got it. Yeah. You have to sneak them in. It worked. It worked. Yeah, if you try to put it in there, that, you know, So if you do it a line at a time, and as long as after Outlook you didn't put .com, you're good. Because if you'd have put .com, it would have blown it away. I've tried to cheat many times. Matter of fact, the way I used to do it, I would put AOL and then write dot and then COM. I'd have a chat about 12 inches long. I don't know why they won't let you put an email in a chat. But it's obvious OneStream won't let you do it either. Although I do like my name in the corner. I think that's cool. But as I use it, because when I was going through all the bullshit you got up, it said, invite guests. And I can invite up to 4 guests. Like have a panel, So that could be something for the new year. Have a guest. Maybe I'll invite Todd. I don't think so. Yeah, every time I look at the screen, I'm like, God damn. The clarity is unbelievable. And I don't understand. Well, it's in the software, the streaming software, because I'm sure if I would have had Prism Plus, I would have probably had clarity like this. And it's amazing. I've got the free version of OneStream, and they give you, dual platform and up to 4 guests for free. I had to pay for that shit with Prism. That's why, in a way, I'm glad I shit canned them. Because I am so far really impressed with this. I kind of, we're used to going 2 hours, but hey, for free, I'm not going to complain. Oh, Rudy's here. I got to figure something out for that chat. Oh my God. It's a pain in the ass where I have to duck down to read it. It's so tiny. That was the one thing nice about Prism. I could make the chat bigger and bigger and bigger, so it was real easy to read. Yeah, as a matter of fact, up in the corner, it says invite guests. and it says up to 4. So once I figure that out, we'll maybe have some live people to talk to, have a panel. And like I say, this is the free version. So I'm getting 2.5 times more with OneStream versus Prism. I was really upset with them when they took the dual platform away, because I had many followers that only followed me on Faceplant. All of my work friends from when I was at the hospital, they only do Facebook. They don't do YouTube. And I lost them. So once I figure out how to add the second platform, maybe I'll get them back again. Because it would be nice to be like I was, broadcasting on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. Although if my hospital friends really wanted to follow me, they would come on YouTube. They got no excuse. Sorry, Grumpy, we only do Faceplant. But out of all the YouTube streamers, and there's hundreds of thousands, I have never seen OneStream. You see a lot of StreamYard and Streamlab. A lot of people are using Restream. Restream has a free version, but the software was confusing as shit. And I say confusing as shit to me. The average person streaming on YouTube probably said, "Oh, this stuff's easy." Uh-oh, something just popped up here. Well, it's telling me I have a maximum of an hour, so 15 minutes. I don't know if they'll cut me off, or it'll be interesting to see what happens when we hit the 1 hour mark. I guess I'm going to have to talk fast from now on. Especially, used to the 2 hours. And there's many times we went over the 2 hours. All right, get rid of the warning. I can't read the bottom of the chat, for crying out loud. God, I was looking through my YouTube videos today. God, there were a couple there where we went 2.5 hours. I was like, gee, time flies when you're having fun. Yeah, I just got a warning that says your free plan only gives you 1 hour of broadcast time. Now, I don't know. It's going to be interesting when we hit the 1 hour mark. Will it cut me off automatically or what? If we end suddenly, you know that OneStream said, Grumpy, you're done for the night. We heard enough from you. But I'm impressed with the camera. I was going to bring out the other one because I have that AI camera that follows you. I was going to experiment with that. I'm not touching anything. This camera's staying. I'm impressed. And the interesting thing is, those two cameras came from my buddy. He was using a cheap, like $15 camera on his podcast. And then I find out this camera right here is $100 camera. And he didn't use it. All right, Ronbo. We have to get used to the 1 hour. In a way, I'm gonna miss it. Although I tomorrow I'll see how much it costs me a month for OneStream. If it isn't too bad, maybe I'll kick in and for the new year pay. Oh, I hate that word, pay. Ugh. Plus, let me see what other benefits I get for, the upgrade. But right now, I like what I see. Yeah, Kathy, when I opened that drawer today, I was like, what the hell are these doing in here? I do not remember putting them in that drawer. I sat there staring at them cameras going, why are they in here? I don't remember putting them in the drawer. The only thing that I can think is I had the drawer open and I had the damn cameras in my hand and just stuck them in the drawer. Didn't even think twice. But I found them both. You know that, sorry, listener, I appreciate you sending me that camera. Right now, I'm going to use this one. Just saying, I appreciate the gift. I got something good right here. It was literally plug and play. I didn't even try your camera. I plugged this one in. It came up, and I was like, "Whoa! I'm going to use this one." And like I say, I just plugged it in. I didn't have to adjust an aspect ratio or do nothing. And if I've got this on a plug and play without touching it, I'm not messing with it. The colors look, uh, I'm sure I could go in and do a saturation adjustment, but I'm not going to mess with anything because it's liable to throw everything else off. So things are going to stay the way they are. But man, when I looked at the replay on Prism and saw that little itty bitty, it was about 2-inch strip down the middle of the screen. I was like, holy shit, no wonder everybody was complaining. Because on my end, it looked perfect. Now I see what everybody was complaining about. If that's what you were trying to watch was that little 2-inch strip in the middle of the screen. So Kathy, the old saying, you'll find something in the last place you look. Well, that drawer was the last place I looked because when I opened it up, there they were. There's no need to look anywhere. I don't know why I put them in that damn cabinet. That cabinet is basically all my paperwork. Nothing else goes in that cabinet. Well, 2 cameras were in it. And had I not had to get some information for the shitbox title, they'd have still been sitting in that cabinet. I pulled that drawer open and I went, what the hell? I picked the box up to make sure they were the cameras. I'm like, what are these doing in here? And like I say, I literally took it out of the box, plugged it into the computer, opened up OneStream, turned on camera, turned on microphone, and voila! Unbelievable. Now I'm trying to think. There's something else that's lost. Who? Oh, God knows where I'll start finding things. Uh-oh! Warning! Warning! Danger, Will Robinson. Heads up. Oh, it will automatically shut me off. That's what it's saying. When it hits an hour, it will automatically end the session. So I'll probably end up getting shut down in the middle of a sentence. But now I'll have to time the show. Although it's really going to screw us up for New Year's Eve. I might end up having to pay because we got plans for New Year's Eve, not to mention we got plans for Friday nights. Because we're going to run movies on Friday nights or try to. But yeah, I might have having to pay. Oh, I hate the thought of pay. But if it gives me like unlimited, like God, YouTube, you could talk just about 24 hours a day if you wanted. I might have to, well, I was having camera problems with YouTube. I did an experiment just on YouTube alone, and man, did I have camera trouble. So we're going to stick with this. I might end up having to shell out a monthly fee, depending how much. If it's only a couple of bucks, man, there was one streaming software. They wanted $250 a year. I was like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. I ain't doing no Hollywood broadcasting here. But this looks like it's going to be the program that I use. I am going to experiment with one other one on that computer over here because I don't want to screw anything up with this. And I'll see. But so far, so good. We got on the air a little late. Everything's working fine. I'm happy. I'm not too happy about having to pay. But if it isn't expensive, I mean, I'm not doing no $10 a month plan. You know, if it's 3, 5, I can live with that. $10 a month, no, it cuts into my budget. So I'm glad that everybody was able to join me on the new streaming platform. Maybe later on we'll have guests. I don't know who I'd have. It'd be neat to have Stone Vet, G2, maybe Jeff. Stuff to kick around for the new year. But I have a replacement for Prism that so far is making me very happy. The warning keeps popping up. I don't know if it's doing a countdown. I might get booted here instantaneously.